How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Blue Shifting, and welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. We're starting chapter 9 today, so yeah, it's gonna get real good from here. Oh, last episode was good. It was so long. It was really fun, though. We had the kind of the culmination of like just trying to keep Liberl together, and it ended with us having to stave off an assault on the Queen and Chloe. They nearly got them, but we were able to hold the forces off through Colonel Richard coming back, Cassius's forethought, and ultimately just kind of maneuvering him into a position where, it's funny because I think they mentioned it's like they didn't think they technically would lose, but they were worried that one of them might fall or get captured, and that was not worth the cost for getting the Queen. So they're like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna go. We missed an opportunity for something pretty easy, but we'll just leave. Still a good chance to show us just how strong the enforcers are, but now we'll probably have to confront them. I imagine when we get to the city, it's going to be mostly a boss rush. I'm not sure. I just don't see us being able to go do anything with the city without having to face at least a few of them, if not like most of them. I just don't know, but I guess we're going to find out today. So yeah, let's jump in, because this should kick right off once I load. That's usually how it goes, which is why I'm recording on the title screen right now. But yeah, while I'm sure we've got several episodes left, this is the beginning of what will be the end. And yeah, I'm excited. The hype is so real. Oh, also, shout out to Oliver being his awesome self at the end of the last chapter. Oh, that was a cool reveal. Like, I kind of knew he was likely some kind of royalty, but the fact that he was going to be the one who showed up at the border, but how he utilized and kind of planned, and like it also like implied a lot of how the some powerful people in the Empire are directly influenced by Ouroboros, considering how it was all orchestrated. Like, it was gonna be a perfect like hostile takeover essentially of Liberl. Perhaps maybe some of the resources that Ouroboros had gained to try and make this fight, especially with all the Jaeger troops that they have, might have been a part of a contingent deal that was supposed to be like, hey, we'll deliver Liberl to you on a silver platter if you prepare in this manner and get yourself ready, and you'll get the opportunity to just take the entire kingdom in one fell swoop, make yourself look good. All we need is these resources. So yeah, real fun stuff. Anyway, without further ado, I think it was time for us to get started. Alright. And we're gonna have a walk around the ship moment, even on our way to the freaking floating city. Looks like we're going so fast, but it'll give us some time, I'm sure.
安定翼格納完了。そのまま最大戦速まで加速しつつ、古城の浮遊都市に向かえ。
Yes, Mom.
敵の迎撃があった場合は？
そうですね。困難ならば強行突破を行いますが、都市への着陸を最優先とします。
I get the feeling we're gonna have a hot landing, because there's no way Ouroboros wouldn't have something. It's either gonna be the small fighters, or maybe we'll have to confront the real big ship. And, I didn't get to explore that huge ship in its entirety. I kinda did, but I wonder if we're gonna go back onto it before the end of the chapter.
了解した。ちなみに、自分に敬語は無用だ。階級はともかく、こうして砲術師として手伝っている以上、機関の指揮下にあるのだからな。
了解した。へ
え、ミュラーさんって砲術師なんかもできるんだ。
I get the feeling he could do a lot of stuff.
帝国軍で最も動力化された機構師団で鍛えられたからね。
Also, it's nice to see Oliver in his normal uniform again and not in his super spiffy one.
顔に似合わず、その手の業務は一通りこなせるわけさ。
顔に似合わずは余計だ。
なるほど、そういうことか。ところでオリビエってばいつの間に着替えちゃったの？
帝国王子として視察するんじゃないんですか？
そんなのただの建前さ。これが終わったら僕の自由で優雅な時間は終わりを告げてしまうからね。
Right, you played your hand, so you won't be able to pretend like you're some puffin who just wanders around not caring about politics, because you clearly do. And so now that you are fully engaged, he's gonna have to commit.
せめてそれまでは気楽な格好でいさせてもらうよ。
最後のモラトリアムというわけか。
ああ、エレボニアの国民が知ったらどう思うことやら。
僕としては知られても一向に構わないのだがね。
I don't care.
どうだい記者君たち、リベル通信ですっぱ抜いては。
おっと、
Oh, they are
いい
here.
ですかい？
だったらバンバン写真撮っちゃいますけど。
頼むからそいつのザレ言をいちいち真に受けないでくれ。
それはともかく、どうしてナイアルたちがいつの間に船に乗ってるわけ？
Yeah, it is kind of impressive that they managed to get on the airship.
竜事件の時のように、おばあ様が手配したんですか？
ええ、お察しの通りです。陛下がカシウス准将に口添えをしてくれましてね。
Ah, yeah, yeah.
従軍記者扱いで上官させてもらったんですよ。
ハーケン門での姫様たちのかっこいい姿も撮っちゃいました。現像楽しみにしててくださいね。ありがとうございます。
やれやれ。どうにも緊張感がねえな。
Oh, someone pointed out that that Dorothy now has an older type camera that's like mechanical, so it doesn't use Ouroboros anymore, so it should be able to do like kind of regular pictures. I guess I just got the impression that the only way they developed had developed the technology to take pictures was via Ouroboros energy. So the fact that there's a mechanical version, maybe it had one on display in the museum or something, I just didn't notice, but for some reason I assumed that was the only way, and so I got confused when she's just taking pictures now.
そういえばおじいちゃん、ゼロ力場発生器の調子はどう？
Oh, we finally gonna be able to just use magic again?
今のところ順調じゃ。何も起きなければ浮遊都市に着陸するまでは持ってくれるじゃろう。
ちょっと待った。ってことは、何か起こったらやばいとか？
Kevin, yeah.
問答無用で墜落じゃろうな。
Okay, it's like the crash would kill us, or at least the explosion. So, like, if you survived the crash, don't worry, the engines will finish you off.
さらっと言わないでよ。
レーダーに反応あり。
Here we go.
ステルス化された艦影が5つ。
来たか。
Oh, it's the music!
グロリアスに搭載された高速艇みたいですね。
敵のステルスもなんとか見破れたようじゃのう。
Why bother? Besides us, they have air superiority.
主砲展開用意。最大戦速のまま強行突破する。
Here we go.
立ちふさがる艦のみ撃破せよ。
Yes, Mom!
The music feels so well timed too. Oh, it's so cool. I love this music so much. I put this stuff on the playlist, like, all the time. It's just, I love it so much. The soundtrack's amazing for this game. They went all out. Like, you gotta remember how limited their technology was when they were making these games, and how, like, they just really go all out for these sequences, shaking, like, what they can to try and depict, like, really high action calibers. Oh! I don't think I've ever seen the main cannon before. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Oh my gosh. The Ariselle looks awesome. What a cool design. It's just so sleek, but it's so funny seeing the propellers.
1番、2番、5番を撃墜。3番、4番も完全に引き離しました。やっ
た! Like I said, I'm guessing the big one's on its way.
いやはや、これが最先端の空中戦か。
この手法は素晴らしいな。
Oh, yeah.
かなりの威力のはずだが、大した精度と反動の小ささだ。
当然じゃ。
He's like, oh, it's my baby.
本来ならレーダーと連動した迎撃砲もつけたかったが。
I didn't even know that was considered a good thing. It's just like, oh yeah, point defense would be really nice.
それは次の課題じゃの。
Here we go. Here's the big
レーダー
boy.
に反応あり。8時の方向から全長250アージの超ド級艦が接近中。
Here we go.
それって。
例の箱舟ってやつか。
ヨシュア君、グロリアスの基本性能と武装はわかるか？
The cannons on that thing were about as big as this ship is.
機動性、最大戦速ともにですが、強力な手法に加え、無数の自動砲塔に守られています。攻撃、防御ともに完璧でしょう。
そうか。4時方向へ全速離脱。敵戦艦の追撃をかわしながら浮遊都市の上空を目指せ。
はい、マム。
Dart and flee. Oh my gosh, this thing is so crazy. It's just a flying battleship. Or super battleship. Oh my gosh. There's like a little minnow. Run! Oh, it's so cool. Hold on, everyone. Try not to throw up. Oh, that doesn't look good. Those auto-locking missiles. I mean, we've seen that on this battlefield, sure, but this is like torpedoes. That was cool, though. I wanted to see everyone on the floor. I want, like, that would have been hilarious if everyone was just like crumpled on the ground if they weren't in a seat.
さすがに緊張したわね。もうドキドキだわ。でもこれで敵の妨害は。
いや、油断しない方がいい。
ああ、常識は通用しねえ相手だ。
That's a good way to put it.
最後の最後まで気を抜かない方がいいだろう。
Oh, here we go.
前方に雲の切れ目、浮遊都市の上空へ出ます。
How much do I bet it's gonna shoot at us? When did it start becoming a storm? God, this thing's terrifying. Look at that thing. Look at that! It has a freaking, like, ocean. Or, like, oh, like a big lake. It's a little crunchy on the compression there for the video. But look at that. It looks beautiful, but it's really sinister at the same time. Look at that. Holy crap. If only this thing wasn't like attacking or like being so destructive. It would be such an asset.
都市上空に到達しました。
すごい。これが古代ゼムリア文明の成果ですか。
想像以上の代物やな。
It's a super artifact.
向こうの方に巨大な柱のようなものが見えるな。おそらくこの都市にとって重要な施設の一つであるはずじゃ。
Listen to that music too. It's the same music, but it's just like a really orchestral, like, kind of somber symphonic version, which is really pretty. It's amazing how, like, the difference you can communicate just by changing instruments and pacing of the same general theme. But it's it's another good example of somebody who understands music theory who's working on this game.
着陸するならまずはあの近くがいいかもしれん。
了解しました。エコー、周囲の状況はどうだ？
はい。50セルジュ以内に敵艦の反応はありません。
See, I worry about that. It makes me wonder if there's a reason why their patrols and the Glorious aren't too close to the city. I wonder if the city has its own type of, like, point defense, which we might be coming in contact with, and we really might not be able to deal with.
グロリアスも完全に引き離せたと思われます。
よし。ルクス、速度を落としながら前方の柱付近に着陸するぞ。
はい、マム。
あれー。どうしたの、ドロシー。
She notices stuff.
なんだ、観光クォーツでも切れたのかよ。
ああ、うん。それは大丈夫ですけど、なんか向こうの方から変なものが近づいてくるな。
Yeah, pay attention.
嘘。
Yep. Yep.
なんだあれは。
Yeah, I would worry. Oh no. Oh! Oh, interesting. I thought it might be Papa Mate, or maybe it is, but it's that's lol, not
さあ、見せてもらおうか。希望の翼が折られた時、お前たちに何が示せるのかを。
Oh boy. We're just watching an anime at this point, kind of. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Oh, remember what the professor said about crashing? Land in the water! Okay. Well, shoot. Now we're at their mercy, too. Finale. Trails in the sky. Oh, it's like, it is the trails in the sky. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Joshua?
起きて。
大丈夫か？
Oh boy. Everyone alright?
よかった。目覚めたか。
Alright, it makes me think of the Atlanta scene. Alright, who's not dead? Sound off!
大丈夫。どこか怪我していない？
うん。ちょっと肘をすりむいたくらいだけど、みんなは？
Dang. Lost a lot of them.
なんとか無事だぜ。
Aw, Tita.
大丈夫です。
やれやれ、スリル満点だったね。
はあ、さすがにダメかと思ったわ。
Yeah, like, there goes the other half.
九死に一生を得たといったところか。
Alright, Dorothy.
そんなにたくさん食べられないですよ。
はあ、ったく。こら、ドロシー。もう朝だぞ。
はい、ナイエル先輩。
そちらの方はどうだ？
問題ない。
なんとか無事じゃ。
Thank goodness.
問題ありません。
こちらも死ぬかと思いました。
まさに奇跡だな。それともただ手を抜かれただけなのか。
そうだ。さっきアルセイユを攻撃した黒い。
あ、間違いなくレーベだと思う。
やろうか。
となると確かに手を抜かれたのかもしれんな。
Interesting. Why? Why would he do that? Like, why would he not just destroy us? I mean, it would guarantee that nothing could interfere with their plan.
やっこさんがその気だったら完全に撃墜されていただろ
う。なんか複雑ね。そういえば、私たちどこに落ちたんでしょう。
浮遊都市の終焉部のようですが、まずは外に出て状況を確認した方が良さそうですね。
Okay. Oh, jeez. We are really lucky we didn't die. We ran into a stone wall. Oh, and we almost fell off. Dang. Holy crap. We are very lucky.
ここって、うわー、綺麗。これはもう取って取りまくるしか。
おいおい、 観光クォーツを使い切るなよ。
しかしここはえらく浮世離れした場所やね。都市っちゅうよりは庭園といった方が良さそうや。
そうですね。大都市における公園のような場所なのかもしれません。
Maybe.
確かにそんな雰囲気だけど、それにしては同じような場所が遠くまで続いてるんですけど。
It also could be like farmland or something, but I'm not seeing anything besides trees and grass, so maybe it is just like a lounge area.
やれやれ、とてつもないスケールだね。
Sieg! There he is. Aww, he's so cute.
よかった。はぐれたのかと思ったわ。大丈夫。私たちも平気よ。
Aww. Who voiced Sieg? I need to meet this person.
そう。わかったわ。どうやら私たちは浮遊都市の最西端に不時着したようです。そしてグロリアスはちょうど反対側の東端に停泊しているみたいですね。
Great.
アルセイユの損傷はそこまで深刻なものではない。
Okay, so I'm guessing that means that like we may have lost functionality because we lost a starboard, port. Because port is left side, starboard's right side. So we lost the port engine, but all critical like functions like the engine core, generator, all of that, the laboratory, all of it are still functional.
動力機関はほとんど無傷じゃし、反重力発生機関の損傷も軽微じゃ。
Beaten furiously with a wrench. Get Estelle on the job. She'll do it.
じゃが、スタビライザーをはじめ細かい動力系統に不具合が生じておる。このままではまともに浮き上がることもできんじゃろう。
そうですか。
とにかく人手をかき集めて修理を始めるしかないだろう。
But I mean, hey, if we can move forward but not hover, that basically means we have an escape pod. Like we jump on this and we just bolt before the city like collapses or vanishes or whatever's going to happen to it. But we have a way out. We'd have to probably do another rough landing, but we'd have control at least.
及ばずながら自分も協力させていただく。
かたじけない。
アルセイユはそれでいいとして、問題はこの都市のどこかに存在する。どうやら結社の方は着々と準備を進めているようだ。
But they've had time. They've had so much time to be here already.
はい、彼らの手に輝く輪が渡ったら。
まあどう考えてもろくなことにはならないでしょうね。今までのことから判断する限り。
違いね。こりゃすぐにでも動いた方が良さそうだな。
We only have 3 days.
だが闇雲に動いたらかえって混乱を招く恐れがある。ここはやはり探索班を組むべきだろうな。
確かに、まずは移動ルートを確保しないと。輝く輪も探しようがないしね。どうしたの、ヨシア？
いや、なんでもないよ。とりあえず探索班にはバックアップも必要だと思います。アルセイユに戻ってきたらすぐに交代できるようにするのが望ましいかもしれません。
そうだな。私も探索に加わりたいところだが、当面の役割分担を話し合う必要があるな。
Okay. Please from your party may choose one other member aside from the mandatory. Oh. I thought one, but there's 2. Oh, fetch me. Well, you know I gotta take my girl. But Kevin could be interesting. He's so low level though, compared to everyone else. Maybe we start and just kind of bring him along to kind of level him up a bit, and then I can swap him out later if necessary. This is assuming, of course, we can cast our spells.
それではエステル君以下4名のメンバーに探索をお願いする。何が起こるかわからないからくれぐれも無理はしないでくれ。
大丈夫、心配しないで。
まずは移動ルートの確保を優先的に行います。
よろしくお願いする。残りの者は待機メンバーとして船体の修理を手伝ってもらいたい。
おっと、そうじゃ。ちなみに朗報が一つあってな。
Yeah?
どうやら浮遊都市の上では動力停止現象が起こらんらしい。アルセイユから離れていても戦術オーブメントが使えるはずじゃ。
Hallelujah.
本当？どうしてわかるの？
実は例のゼロ力場発生機が不時着の衝撃で壊れたんじゃが。
Alright, so Remember what I said about that being an escape pod? No, it's not really, because as soon as we left, it would just shut down.
それにもかかわらず、艦内の装置を問題なく動かすことができたんじゃ。どうやらケビン神父の推測がおよそ当たっていたようじゃな。
輪は外界に存在する異物を排除しようとする機能を備えている。
Right. Anything it's not keyed to recognize as an ally.
つまり都市の中にいる限り、オーブメントも異物としては認識されんっちゅうわけですな。
そういうことじゃ。
よかった。さすがに探索している時にアーツなしじゃきつそうだし。
Oh yeah, funny you say that, game.
それでは艦内にある工房施設も使えそうですか？
そちらも問題ない。さらなるオーブメントの改造も可能じゃから立ち寄るがいい。
了解。
わかりました。
Yeah, probably. All right. We got a lot of tuning to do, and I gotta go look at a computer that's been able to diagnose all those crystals we got way back when, because I want to read what they say.
さてと、早速艦の外に出て探索活動を始めちゃおうか。ええ、そうですね。
ごめん、エステル。いろいろと装備を切らしてて補充しなくちゃいけないんだ。
Okay.
少し待っててくれるかな？
あ、そうなんだ。
おっと、それやったら俺も準備があるから付き合うわ。
Oh, Father Kevin, what do you got in mind?
エステルちゃんたちはそこの休憩室で待っといてや。
そっか、わかった。ではお待ちしています。
So what you guys gotta do? Kind of funny, I am bringing both of you.
君もいい加減罪作りやね。
すみません。
謝るんならエステルちゃんに謝り。ほんまにええんか？
もう決めたことですから。
Is he gonna just leave?
ケビン神父、どうかよろしくお願いします。
たく、しゃあないな。よし、時間もないことやし、とっとと医務室を借りるか。
What are they doing?
よしや、ケビンさん。
お待たせ。
いやー、すまん。遅くなってしもたわ。
それはいいけど、二人ともなんだか疲れた顔してない？
Yeah.
こまごまとした補充に結構手間を取られてね。大丈夫。探索には支障ないよ。
Okay.
そうそう。めっちゃ役に立ってみせるで。
それならいいけど、よーし。
Alright. Keep your secrets for now. Yes! Look at our team. Look at the dream team. I don't know. Kevin, we'll see about him being dream team, but I'm very happy with that. Okay. So I'm going to go, we're going to explore the ship, and I'm going to take off all the quartz off everybody, and I'm going to just reorganize everything. But ultimately, I'm planning to make sure everyone is as primed as possible, and that we have as much coverage as possible, because now that we have access to all the magics, we're definitely going to need to be kind of careful with everything. I do think I'm going to keep death on you, though, because, like, regardless of that, it makes a lot of sense, especially because 20%, like, just instant kill with his S-craft, it's just too strong. But yeah, no, oh, not that. I'm going to just start from the ground up and get everything all squared away next time. And then, yeah, after that, I'm just going to, so I'll go over, like, what my builds are at the end of it all, but, like, let's explore on here a little bit. Bitter omelets. Let's see. Oh, Liberl News. We'll do that. Alright, first let's read the Liberl News 11. Alright. Fighting in the capital. Yesterday at noon in the capital, already crippled by an horrible blackout, fighting broke out as Crimson soldiers plowed through army lines and began pouring into Grancel via airship, mysteriously able to use their own ordnance despite all others remaining inoperative. The invaders easily pushed on toward the capital. It seemed almost certain the royal keep would fall. Unexpected reinforcements appear. Just as things seemed hopeless, an unexpected ally took to the field of battle in the shape of former Intelligence Division Special Ops. The same unit that had been dismantled for their treasonous acts used the chaos of the attack in the capital not to escape, but to defend their homeland against the Crimson invaders. With the arrival of these new players, the tide turned and the Royal Army was able to counterattack. Between the combined might of the Royal Army, the Intelligence Division's combat specialist units, and bracers who joined the fray, the enemy was forced to retreat and the threat was averted. International criminal organization behind attacks. The true nature of these Crimson soldiers had been wrapped up in mystery until an investigation from the Royal Army and Bracers Guild revealed the armed unit to be under the command of a mysterious organization and a society. Given the sophisticated equipment of this group, it is believed that the society possesses significant technical leverage and funding, but their goals remain unclear. Breaking news, there she is! Heir to the throne named. And the first bit of bright news in the wild, Queen Alicia has a press conference where she named her granddaughter, Princess Claudia, the crown princess and official heir of the throne. Abbreviated ceremonies formally instilled in the 16-year-old princess, installing the 16-year-old princess as heir have taken place. We hope to overcome our current national troubles and make her future reign a bright one. Breaking news, shutdown phenomena solved. Excuse me. It's become clear the orbital shutdown phenomenon is occurring not just in the capital but across the nation. However, Professor Russell, with the aid of the Central Factory, has developed a new invention called a zero-field generator that may open a path to the resolution. This device produces an orbital energy field that neutralizes the shutdown phenomena and restores orbits within a few rega to normal operation. Production of these devices requires high-level machinery, however, and mass production is difficult. The Royal Army and Bracer Guild have managed to restore communications at their bases using the available units, and we hope that this revolutionary invention will eventually alleviate more of the trouble caused by this phenomenon. Very nice. Very cool. Oh wait, I guess I should get some ingredients. Because I certainly need more.
改めて眺めてみると、こりゃとんでもねえ代物だな。
I'm right with you, buddy. Holy crap.
7の四方の伝承を今更ながら思い出しちまうよ。女神から授けられし宝物か。ただのヨタ話じゃねえのかもな。
Exactly.
とってもいい景色。
Oh, Dorothy, thank you for being so, just grounded in just practicality.
空気も澄んでて美味しいし、ここに住んでみたいかも。でも工房がないと観光交通が買えないよね。それはちょっと困っちゃうな。
Here's something else.
すまん。しばらく一人にさせてくれ。常識ってやつの崩れる音が頭の中で鳴り響いてやがるんだ。
Alright, fair. Let's take a look at this map. Park Block Claremire. Interesting. Oh, wow. This is gonna be so much fun to explore.
"修復工事に用いる資材には船体の破片を当てる予定だ。差し当たり大使たちをその回収に向かわせている。人の手で回収するのは相当に骨が折れるだろうが、すまないが手の空いた者はそちらの手伝いをよろしく頼む。
How could we help?
修復工事にもすまない。
照明の復旧と通路の確保を優先して作業すべきだろう。兵力を動員するからにはまずその輸送路の整備が必要。本格的な工事が始まる前に可能な限り準備をしておく予定だ。
Makes sense. Communications equipment check out. Everything's working normally. What makes me curious is the occasional transmissions we keep receiving. They're encrypted, so I can't tell what they're saying. But I'm pretty sure they're Ouroboros' transmissions. Looks like they're investigating the city too. Oh, okay, so maybe they still haven't been able to do much here. We completed a full set of system checks now. As Professor Russell said, the damage isn't nearly as bad as we thought. The ship answers to helm as well as she could be on the ground, and the flight engines are intact. If we put our noses to the grindstone, we should get our fine lady back in the air on our own. There have been strange readings on our various instruments since our landing. Extremely powerful orbital energy readings completely outside of common sense. Just what is this place? I mean, to be fair, it's a giant city floating in the sky. It's gonna have a lot of power. It's have to. It's insane to try and figure out how it's all packed inside, but it's all good. Yeah, I guess that's him. Talk.
あら、あんたたちまだ出発してなかったの？
Give us time.
いろいろと準備中でね。
シェラさんは部屋の片付けですか？
ええ、
とりあえずね。修理の手伝いは無理だし、手持ち無沙汰だったのよ。いっそ無知でも持って男どもの監視に行こうかしら。
それもいいかも。
お手柔らかにお願いしますよ。
Josh was like, please don't. Ah, it's wonderful to have my tools working again. I can finally grind some quartz. Right, you need anything? Just tell me.
動力機関は一応動いとるが、念のために出力を抑えておる。
That's why the lights are so dim.
少し機嫌を伺ってから通常駆動に切り替える予定じゃよ。しばらく非常灯のままじゃが、辛抱して作業を進めてくれ。
了解です。この状況で贅沢は言えませんね。
そうね。なんとか頑張らないと。
お前さんたちも気をつけていくんじゃぞ。興味深い発見があったらすぐに知らせてくれ。
I hope so.
お姉ちゃんたち。
Hey, Tita.
おじいちゃんの言う通り、動力機関は問題ないみたい。他の飛翔機関の様子も調べないとわからないけど、もしかすると思ったより早く飛べるようになるかも。あ、それはいい知らせね。
明るいニュースだね。ティータもお手伝い頑張って。
ある声優の飛翔機関に触れるなんて。
Tita's great. She's such a good character.
ちょっと楽しみかも。
Yeah, yeah.
メカフェチ魂に火がついちゃったみたいね。
Alright, now, I've been waiting for this. I hope. So, I'll tell you what, like, you could probably skip it. I put tags in the comments about, like, different chapters. I guarantee you that there'll be a tag for this section. So, feel free to skip it if you're not interested in me reading the lore. But I can't wait. I want to. Memory check, okay. Okay. Data crystals. Alright. Oh, interesting. They're not all done yet. So maybe as we're exploring the city, they'll become, like, completed. Cool. Okay, so we'll have to come back a few times. But let's start. Concerning the seal mechanism, 1 of 4. My name is Celeste D. Oslees. I am the designer of the seal mechanism and the woman ultimately responsible for sealing of the aureole. I have decided to leave behind a series of records for the world to come, in case the second seal is activated in the aureole, which is sealed in another dimension, should threaten to return. Interesting. So, Osleas, isn't that the royal? That's the royal family last name, right? Like, so that, like, she became like the head of the nation that would become Liberl. If you who read this message seek to prevent the aureole's return, I pray the information will aid you. However, if you seek to restore the aureole, I beg you reconsider. The aureole's power is too great for we children of men to wield. When we used it, it connected us to the darkest Gehenna, to hell. The purpose of the seals is to prevent any contact between the aureole and humanity, thus ensuring humanity's survival. I feel we need to clarify. The aureole itself does not wish to control or harm humanity. The disaster that visited us was our fault alone. Do not doubt the mercy of our great goddess in giving this gift to us. It is we who are unequal to such a gift. So interesting. So, like, it's not, they're saying it's like it's not the city itself that's the problem. It was the people. In truth, the construction and implementation of the seal goes directly against the will of the people and our democratic ideals. Oh, interesting. Even among our group, some believed we should try to find a way to use the aureole's power effectively. However, once it's obtained autonomy, the aureole began to change our society and our lives drastically. It did not just concern itself with our physical well-being, it considered our mental well-being to be a top priority as well. To provide an example, the aureole facilitated the creation of virtual realities intended to induce euphoria in patients. It even altered brain chemistry to achieve this. It was no different than taking a powerful euphoric stimulant and hallucinogenic at the same time. Worse still, there were no side effects, no physical ones at least. Such boons have brought humanity's very continued existence into question. The effects already begin to tell upon our citizenry, and we have precious little time left to us. As a result, few have overcome our differences to undertake the sealing, all too aware of the many difficulties we are likely to face in the process. Alright, so I kind of had sussed out some of that, but the idea was that they developed essentially an autonomous AI system inside the city. They asked it to do something general, like protect humanity. And it decided that protecting, while it was intended to be like a physical protection, like prevent war and like conflict, it said, no, you need to be mentally stable too, and so it essentially doped everybody, making them experience pure joy constantly, but probably to the point where they were just laying down, vegetating in their rooms. The concept was actually really well explored as well in Serenity, the movie based off the Firefly series, where the whole the Reavers were these hyper violent and just horrific demons, but they were just people. But they were so they would twist their own bodies into such horrific, grotesque forms that people started considering them to be a different species. But the truth of it was that on a planet there was a test that went down where they were trying to make essentially a euphoria drug, something that would suppress aggressive tendencies and elevate peaceful intent, but the drug didn't work like they thought. What it did is, for the majority of people, 90% of the people, it successfully elevated, suppressed their aggression, but so much that they just stopped resisting anything. They felt they no longer felt hungry, they no longer felt the need to move or to work. They simply stopped struggling. They just accepted death. They just sat and starved to death and died where they were. Perfectly happy, but they died. And then the 10% whose bodies rejected the drug instead had an opposite effect where they became hyper-violent, where they became cannibalistic, they became aggressive, they did all, anything, the worst aspects of humanity that's ever happened got brought up and became their only traits. And they became a scourge on the galaxy. So, if you take away the Ravager part, essentially this city was doing that, the mollycoddling and the smothering of humanity into just essentially slugs. I want to read more. Alright, but I'll have to come back for those, I guess. Before I leave, I'm going to work on the Ouroboros and getting the equipment set up for everybody, so give me 1 second. Oh wait, I need to unequip who I had with me, so let me change the party. Oh, I could have Oliver with me too. Oliver needs level ups. So does Kevin. I might trade them both out occasionally. Let's start with Kevin, and then we'll try Oliver later. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, so as I go over everything, I just gotta say, man, I know it was a tough choice for her. Chloe's just awesome. Look at that outfit. Ah, she's so cool. Okay, so going over kind of what we got our setup for. I have Estelle set up here with, her best stuff. I guess maybe Strega Max might be better. The Strega B1, especially for her, it's pretty good. I'll keep that, obviously. But I gave her the Divine Cross and Crimson Eye, because she is kind of my aggressive caster, the damage dealing caster, and she's got the stats to back it up, so giving her Crimson Eye just kind of boosts that. At a small sacrifice to her movement and speed, which isn't that big of a deal at this point, so I'll take it. Joshua, I've made into a speed demon. If you'll see here, her speed's 34, and I feel that's pretty good. His speed's 56. I could make the cat outfit and get it into 70s, but that's no. So I have him still on Gladiator Headband, Gladiator Belt, because I want him to just be piling his CP up all the time. I want him to be ready to fire his S-craft pretty much regularly, and then his bread and butter is his stuff like his other crafts, his dual strikes and everything. So just really just focusing on that CP is really important. Yeah, just having those both together has been really good. And that's really awesome. Chloe's here. I've got her with the Grail Locket because she can cure statuses, but if she gets a status and can't use her abilities, then we're really in trouble. So I want to lock that away from her. And then Crimson Eye, again, just emphasizing and empowering all of her arts and her arts defense. At the sacrifice of some speed and movement, but she's compensated for that in a lot of ways. She's definitely not the fastest on the team on the field, but she doesn't need to be. While she does do melee attacks, we mostly need her to be ready to cast and support. Estelle, by the way, has a movement of 17. I'm pretty sure she just is the battlefield. She is the sword. And then I have Kevin, who I don't know how long we'll have him on the team. I at least want to get him leveled up a bit more and kind of get better familiar with his equipment. But I gave him Long Barrel 3 and Soul Orb. Again, Soul Orb mostly to boost his defense because he had really awful arts defense before now. Because even now with the Soul Orb, like, Joshua is the only thing that's, like, got worse arts defense, but he's so hard to hit, it won't be as big of a deal. I worry he's gonna get caught up in a lot of spells because he's so long range, he'll get targeted. But yeah, all of it all looking pretty good. And then for orbments. Now, this took a little bit of time, but I kind of had a good idea of what direction I wanted to take it, so I'll actually probably start with Chloe. So for Chloe, I wanted to basically gear her to being as the high end of the water tree as possible. So I basically looked at this chart and said, okay, how do I make sure she has these? And I just kind of equipped her for that and emphasized just hitting every single marker. So she has the entire tree unlocked. So she has all the water arts, and she's got other stuff in there too, but frankly, she's basically just the super cure all. She's got all her bases covered, and she's got the CP, the EP to do it. But it's funny because Estelle has more EP now, but I think that's because I specifically unlocked all of her slots. I might unlock some more of Chloe's slots. I just was worried I would need the Cephid to craft some orbs before, so I might not worry about that quite yet. But if I feel like I'm getting ready to launch into the finale, I'll just pour all my rest of my resources into things like upgrading the rest of Chloe's slots. Joshua will be last. So for Estelle, I pretty much said, all right, so we've got water covered here. And then I guess I could do it. So Kevin, I kind of wanted to lean into a branch of the tree that I haven't covered much, and that was down here. The I think it's, so there's time, space, and then mirage. I really went onto mirage. I wanted to make sure he had all those unique abilities. So he's got Zodiac, Phantom Pain, Silent Cross. I think that's the biggest. Silverthorn. Did I get to Silverthorn? I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. Nope, I couldn't get there. I couldn't get there because I need 20, and I just couldn't manage it without, like, undercutting everything else. So I couldn't get to Silverthorn because I could either have Silverthorn or Zodiac. And while Confuse is awesome, I feel like having a whole team buff. I guess it's a lot of EP though. That's the only downside. It eats so much EP. All right, well we'll try for that. Silverthorn. If we're fighting stuff that's not super big bosses that'll be immune to Confuse, it's probably for the best. I mean, I really think Zodiac is more effective because it gives a big buff of strength and defense to like the whole team. But that 240 EP is so expensive. It's just, I could literally only cast it like for once in a battle. That might be a bit too much. But anyway, so maybe not the best build for him, but it's still solid. Now I think Silverthorn is definitely worth like investing into. Then we have Estelle, who I'm planning to like, oh yeah, so Joshua, who is just kind of leaning into what he does. I pretty much just built his kit to try and, like, I wanted him to have as much speed as possible, because the more moves he gets and the more attacks he gets, the higher faster he can boost his CP build up. And then I just gave him some stuff like a high attack and everything. So he's got high speed, high attack, basically a glass cannon, and then made sure he has like clock down, clock up XP. So not too difficult. Oh yeah, and also make sure he has his death, because you know his S-craft plus the death, just boom, beautiful. And then Estelle, she kind of is. I decided, all right, I need her to be my magic coverage for damage, and so I emphasized focusing on fire and stone, because Chloe has a lot of the wind. She has some good wind options, but then she has the water, and so Estelle has stone and fire, which kind of plays into her kit really well too. I got all kinds of stuff. I got Geo Catastrophe, which is cool, which is basically Titanic Roar, but on steroids, which is cool. And I wasn't able to get to the highest level of fire. I pretty much could choose either highest level fire, highest level stone. I chose the stone. But Meteor Fall is still really strong. Volcanic Rave is really good. And then most importantly, I think we get the single attacks, like the Cyclone Napalm, because sometimes you just need a spell that can do a lot of damage to one individual, and that's really good. So, God, I imagine that took way longer than it should have. But I feel like I'm pretty happy with this team and setup so far. So I'm going to go ahead and save just so I don't lose all of that. But yeah, I think at that point we're ready. Let's go ahead and start exploring. Now, It really implicitly implies that there's going to be stages as we explore where we're going to have to come back, and then I'll be able to unlock more of the computer. If it's not very clear when and how I can do that, let me know, but I imagine it's going to involve like fighting bosses as we go, so I think it'll be pretty obvious when I want to head back. Alright, let's do this. Apparently they're going to build a workers-only passage outside. I'm looking around to see if there's any appropriate materials in this construction. Maybe I could break down a container for metal plates? So yeah, instead of taking the elevator down, we're just going out this door. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Looks like there's no trouble with this fin. It endured the shock of the landing well. That's good, since it means we don't have to spend time repairing it. Okay, next comes the outrigging. Oh, the outrigg triggers. Oh, those are the pods you see on the sides of the hull. They have various supplementary flight engines and whatnot in them. Okay, that's cool to know. And we have like walk up this wing. So one thing is interesting. So if they locked away the Ariel, I wonder if there were any people on here when they left. Like are we gonna find like the remnants of the people who were here?
ここから甲板まで橋を架けるそうなんだが、
nice.
それにはまずこの破片を取り除かんといかんわけだ。お前さんたちも手が空いたら手伝ってくれ。さすがに俺一人ではどうにもできんだろうからな。
Okay, so can I actually help?
たく、バカでかい破片だな。これをどかせってんだから、人使いが荒いにも程があるぜ。だが、こんな時に愚痴っても仕方がねえ。まずは甲板で油を売ってるあの野郎を連れてくるか。
Oliver. Now look at it, this thing really is big. We're gonna have to pull some elbow grease into moving it all. We're gonna be moving that now by ourselves? The captain sure has a lot of faith in us, I guess. Can I help? You're telling me we're moving this by hand. Am I the only one who thinks this is nuts? Looks like we meet again. Oh, Thea! You stayed with the Ariselle. Yeah, I figured the professor was coming. I ought to as well. I talked it over with the engineers and we all decided to stay aboard. Kinda glad we did at this point, now let me tell you. No kidding, that's great. We really need some help fixing up the Ariselle after all. Yes, thank you. Having professional engineers here will make things much easier. Don't worry about it. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Thanks.
船体の破片は随分と遠くまで散らばっているね。
Yeah.
人の手で回収するとなると、これは大変な重労働だよ。無論、僕も演奏家としてお役に立たせてもらうつもりさ。
No, get your hands down there.
額に汗して働く諸君を麗しき調べで励ましてあげよ
う。You know what? You never change. I kind of love you for that, Oliver. Alright, now we should go. Time to explore. Let's see where this takes us. Park block, clam mare. That looks like a teleportation pad. Yeah, it is.
はあ、大したもんやね。
なんていうか、とても空の上にあるとは思えないんですけど。
古代ゼムリア文明。単に技術が発達していただけの社会じゃなかったみたいだね。
They'd have to. Oh, it just goes. I should have checked out the other building first. We're going back down. We're going back down. Oh, dude, look at this. Wow. Just the scope is insane.
すごい。
圧巻の一言やね。
こんなに大きな都市だったんだ。さすがに住んでいる人はいないよね。
うん。どうやら異次元に封印された時、住民のほとんどが退去したらしい。
I don't know. It sounded like there's a lot of resistance to the idea.
多分、リベール国民のルーツはその人たちなんじゃないかな。
それって。
Yeah.
私たちのご先祖様たちがこの都市に住んでたってこと？可能性は高いと思います。リベールだけに限らず、大崩壊以前の文明の痕跡は驚くほど少ないそうですから。
はあ、なるほどな。地上に痕跡がないのは空で暮らしてたからってわけやね。
なんか 途方もない話になってきたわね。それにしてもやたらと見晴らしがいいけど、ここってどういう場所なんだろう。
Yeah, there's something to this.
ただの展望台かもしれないけど、向こうに端末みたいなものがあるから調べてみようか。
But first, before we do that, I need to go back down. I was a fool. I thought we'd have to activate the platform. I assumed there was going to be a scene where they'd be like, huh, I don't know why this isn't working. Let's go check out that building over there. That's what I thought was going to happen. But I was wrong. Whew, excuse me. Door's firmly locked. Okay, so maybe later we can open that. But for now, we did have to go up there. Alright. Better safe than sorry. Halo Rail, West Clemere Station. The Halo Rail system is currently operating at limited capacity. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please select the service from the terminal. Gospel-based citizen ID checks are not required for service at this time. Liberl Arc Transit Authority. No, Liber Arc Transit Authority.
何これ、気になる単語がいくつも出てきたんですけど。
レール廃炉。何かの交通機関みたいだね。そしてどうやらこの浮遊都市はリベルアークという名前らしい。
リベルアーク。
Yeah, So Liberal, the country. Liberal, same, yeah, phonetics.
響きから判断すると、リベールの語源でしょうね。なるほど。
それからゴスペルだけど、
Yeah.
どうやらここの市民にとって馴染みのあるものだったみたいだね。
Yeah, like a communication device, a gospel, and it's like these are insane things that people seem to have.
公共サービスを受けるのに必要な身分証明を兼ねた携帯端末。
ああ、もう頭が混乱してきた。とにかくゴスペルがなくてもできることはあるのよね。
Not yet, but we will soon.
早速いろいろと調べてみましょ
う。了解。可能なサービスの一覧を出すよ。
Alright. District information. Built as the ultimate rest and relaxation for the citizens of Ark, the Calmare District is Liberl Ark's premier park and recreational district, located in the west of the city. Each section of the park, designed around the theme of harmony between progress and nature, is a hexagon exactly 300 acres across. Calmare as a whole is made up of dozens and dozens of these hexagons. The Calmare District has 4 Halo rail stations, north, south, east, and west. Each station tour path routes through different sections of Calmare, allowing one to enjoy visits of all the seasons and wildlife Calmare has to offer. Halo Ring Service. The Halo Ring service is currently limited. Would you like to activate emergency operation mode for West Calmare Station? Not yet. Online shop. Oh my gosh. Oh, it can like upgrade our slots. Interesting. It still costs Sethith, but it's funny that we don't have to go back to the ship for these upgrades. Now we can't, and then this is how you can craft like super crazy big quartz. So like, imagine, we can have multiple sapphire and ruby gems. That's crazy. Gate lock release. In the event of service disruption on the Halo Gate, a gate may be unlocked at each station, leading to subterranean access passage. In accordance with emergency protocols, the station's gate can be unlocked. Would you like to do so at this time? Not yet. And cease services to leave. Okay. That's gonna open that door at the bottom, yeah. Lock the gate station vicinity have been removed. Terminal's now usable. Now what about the other thing I could do here? Activate. Ooh, look at that.
あれって
何か来る。
Oh, it's an air travel dock.
何これ。どうやらこれがレール廃炉みたいですね。どういう仕組みなんでしょうか。
一部の国で運用されとる鉄道を進化させた感じやね。透明なレールっていうのが無性に不安を誘うけど。
よくわからないけど、移動手段として使えるんだったら早速乗ってみるとしましょ
But now I don't know which direction to go. Do I go down to the subterranean level or do I take the car? Excuse me. I guess it doesn't matter either way. So let's try this first. Currently no other stations are operating emergency mode operations mode. We're sorry, but the Halo rail services are not currently available.
どういうこと?
Oh, creepy disembodied voice. Hey, that's me you're talking to.
どうやら他の駅でも非常運行モードを起動しないとこれを使った移動はできないみたいだ。
Okay, so we take the emergency underground passageways that are probably full of monsters, and then once we open the archive, it lets us like skip without having to go back through the monster areas.
残念だけど今は諦めるしかなさそうだね。
ぬか喜びさせてくれるじゃない。仕方ない。他のルートを探しましょう。
We did. Alright. That makes sense. No panicking from me necessary. Liberl Arc Tunnels 1. Oh, that music's weird. What are you? You look awful. Dark lamp. Wait, do I not have an information? I'll have to fix that. Oh, great, Kevin. I'm glad you can totally not do anything. Oh, what the fetch are you? Phenomena. Alright, this is gonna get out of hand. Yeah! Woo! That was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. That thing looked like nothing. Come on, Kevin. Level up. Kevin learned chain 3. Lucky Fang 1. Well. That sucked. And there's more of them. I remember you, though. We've seen you before. Emergency evacuation route Calmer to Axis Pillar. Automatically unlocked should any disruption occur in the supply of orbital energy from the Axis Pillar. Be advised, any obstructions in the vicinity of this gate may interfere with the evacuation is a crime. Of course. Why we save? Well, crap on a cracker. Wish I had Come on, Joshua, let's try and take out as many of them as we can. Good. And that's why we have that's why we have Joshua here. Woo! Dominion. Very cool. There's space for rent. Yes. Maybe it was the ancient Zemurians that left all the messages in the chest. Maybe it was like some ancient tradition of theirs. Like that could be the lore reason for it. There we go. That should help a bit. Kind of nice that I found that and have Kevin with me. Maybe the game assumed that I would be interested in leveling him up. Silver gem. This is your way of asking me out on a date? I wish. Okay, so silver gem. Let's see what that does. Max EP. Okay. EP charge 2. Sorry, but I'm cutting you off. Aww. Terra Bomb. You nearly tear the top of the chest off its hinges in your excitement to open it. Your face falls as you realize there's nothing inside. Onyx gem. Ooh, you reach into the chest, the lid suddenly snaps down. It's eating you alive! Kidding. Only you should have seen the look on your face. Yeah, I knew there were mimics though. They're definitely mimics. Yeah. Onyx gem is just a better action 4. That's awesome. There you go, Joshua. Ooh. 100 Sepith of each. You look mighty familiar. Didn't we meet last game? How though? You're like a unique looking chest. That text should have been put in a chest that we've literally been to before. That like was in the similar spots in the last game. That seems a little weird for it to be in this one, but whatever. Reviving bomb. Don't flip your lid, flip mine. Aw, that's actually a cute one. I like that. Zerum powder, very nice. You can save the world, but you can't remember whether you've looted this chest once or not. And bold of you to assume I will save the world. Cura bomb. It's empty, but if you put your head in here, you can hear the ocean. Oh. You. Unavoidable fights, huh? Don't like this. Ah! Interrupted! You were gonna bite me, but I'm not letting you. Oh, we just like harvested the Sepheth. Holy crap. I didn't realize it was gonna do that. Ow. Well, this is a bit overkill then. Oh, that looks awesome though. Okay. But now we don't need to worry about that because I don't think this guy will call back allies, so. Finish it off, Chloe. Boom. Yeah. Aww. She doesn't get killing blows very often because she's healing, so. Chloe learned chain 3. Lucky thing. Well, that was fun in every sense that it's not fun at all. Alright, here we go. Where we come out? Ooh. Residential block, the cradle. So these are houses.
綺麗な街並み。どうやら古代人が暮らしていた場所みたいですね。
確かに不時着した場所よりは人が住んでた雰囲気があるかもな。
うん。静かでいい感じの雰囲気かも。でも、なんで昔の人たちはこんな立派な街を捨てちゃったのかな。
Yeah. 調べていけば当時の状況がわかるかもね。新たなルートを探す必要もあるし、早速周囲を探索してみようか。
Will we finally get answers?
うん。Okay.
Okay. Let's take a look around and see if we can learn stuff. Sleeping pods. So these look very similar to what we saw before. Sepheth. Wenn's in das nicht geht against Stortemer, ja, Burden dust order the flapper water what. Is that just German? It looks like German. So if I could speak German, would I know what that said? EP charge 2. Wow, you're the first human to ever take something from me. I'm so excited. Yeah, this is just German. What does that say? Hang on. Alright, so I used Google Translate, but I don't think it helps much. It says, when does the Nunstick get and the Stormire? Yes, Brennhard or the Flipperwald Gutsput. It didn't help. I think it's cool that I have the ability to use that translation feature on my phone, but it didn't do me much good. So if someone has any idea, please let me know. Oh, there's a computer. Television, yep. Cradle resident terminal CO35 Blio. Checking ID, no match. Unable to confirm ID of terminal owner. Your viewable entities are limited. Check new recipes. Resurrect jelly. Copy data. And the resurrect jelly.
レシピ手帳に新しく書き加えられてる。
一体どういう原理なんだろ
う。よくわからないけど。とんでもない技術よね。
It literally created text in a notebook. That's crazy. Read crystal. Unable to find data. Please check your crystals and try again. So I need to bring in a crystal. So what was that recipe? Resurrect jelly. HP 1500. Cures knockout. Revolutionary new jelly that disappears on the tongue. Beautiful. That's cool. It's expensive though, so I shouldn't have too many of those, but that's impressive. So if I can find crystals, then that would be something. Ooh. Okay. I might take off my cloak and just get into a fight with that just so I can see like what its mechanics are. Okay, let's see what these things are. Bear Marith, an evil marsupial monster, confidently wields sharp, poisonous claws. Oh, it's a drop bear! The drop bears are real! And then the Bone Legger, a droid which roams ancient ruins, attacks intruders without mercy. Weak to wind, not weak to anything in particular. Okay. Alright, now we cast. Oh, right, that's it. Guess that's over. Honestly, the stuff in the underground was much more dangerous than they were, I feel like. They might have been able to hit harder, but they definitely were easier to take out. So, alright. Now let's get that cloak back on. What are you? Kamoshi, ancient cat-like monster, docile unless hungry, can absorb EP. Okay. I mean, I feel like we're okay, and I don't want to lose EP, so we'll just leave them alone. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it's like a bar. Gummy. Oh, ingredients. That's awesome. The chest applauds your dedication to larceny. Very fancy. Oh, that's so cool. The looters in Calvert aren't this desperate. The chest wants to know when it's done to deserve such a treatment. You have food. I can make food in you. That's really cool. Thank you for your patronage. Currently, due to system's error, items can be selected or limited. Accept package. Beginning lookup. Unable to find data. There are no packages for this user at this time. Interesting. So, we might be able to like intercept a package somehow here. Fascinating. This is cool. Look at this. Look at the level of the world building here. Just how much thought they put into just this is incredible. Oh, there's a chest over here. Smelling salts. No, give it back. That was my spleen. Get a silk bag from the graveyard duck to loot longer. I don't know what that's supposed to be a reference to. Terra Allbalm. Empty, but that should come as no surprise. Alright, checking ID, no match. Unable to confirm ID of terminal owner. Viewer entries are limited. Let's see. Here at Liberl Arc City, in order to ensure our citizens lead to a pleasant, fulfilling life, we've established a distribution service offering music and images with a theme of healing, which has proven popular with the citizenry, but also with persons experiencing concerns regarding mental and emotional ailments. However, while the service offers a significant selection, it remains somewhat uniform and one-sided. As such, we have been receiving a great deal of feedback from the citizenry, asking for it to respond to a wide variety of personal tastes. In order to accommodate these options, our city wishes to proceed with enhancing our service variety to provide all citizens with a satisfying experience. To that end, we will need to offer an upgrade to all citizens' personal gospels. We ask that you inquire your local city government office to undergo upgrade procedures there. Furthermore, as the upgrade applies to all citizens, after a period of time, non-upgraded gospels will become unusable. We understand this may be somewhat problematic, but we sincerely ask for your cooperation. It's so modern, it's kind of worrying. So, I wonder if I'm going to be able to find, like, identity crystals somewhere. And where? Because, like, I want to see more that's in the terminals, like, that they offer, but I wonder if it's, like, a red herring. Like, what if it's just not something that's like, oh, these would offer you more information, but they can't.
Yoshua, あれ?
どうしてこんなところに?
Uh-oh. Oh, here they are. Oh, it's you guys! Did they, like, crash land here?
それ以上近寄るな! これ以上山猫号を傷つけたら...
Here we come!
キルに... トラに... ヨシュア...
お困りみたいね。
Be like, oh, I don't want to be rescued by you.
能天気女。それに。
だから、誰が能天気よ。
話は後だ。まずはこいつらを片付けるよ。
Oh, of
ま
course.
ったくもう。
Agreed. Alright, I could just go balls to the wall now. I kind of want to. Try and clear up, because those little robots are going to be the real problem. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's clear the board a bit. Don't like how he did nothing to this big robot. There we go. Let's have Estelle get some damage in. Oh, we haven't seen this yet! We haven't seen this! Oh, look at that! Twin tails of flailing. Oh, that's so cool! Estelle, you're so awesome! That was wonderful. Gosh darn it. I knew that was gonna happen. Gosh, sucks so bad. Alright, fine. Arbitrarily just targets her and takes her out. That sucked. Worth watching again. Wheel of Time. It's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. There, now we're doing some damage. Wonder why he was so crippled last time. Get it! Nice, she got the final shot. She actually has an end screen finale thing. Is that like a secret thing, or does she actually join the team now? Cause she might be able to be a team member from this point on. Because the fact that she has that makes that's funny. That's cool. Kevin's catching up.
なんとか片付いたわね。大きいやつはやたらと硬かったけど。
That one was tough.
結社の10人形兵器。レオールガンイージだ。普通は拠点防衛用に使われることが多いんだけど。とにかく本当に無事でよかった。でもなんで君たちがこんな場所にいるんだい？
僕たちあんたたちと別れた後、いきなり空に変なものが現れたから近寄って様子を見ようとしたら、
Right.
それで墜落しちゃったわけね。あれ、そういえばあんたのお兄さんたちはどうしたの？姿が見えないけど、どこかに出かけちゃってるとか？
Uh-oh. What? What? No. Holy crap.
なんなのよ。
ジョゼット、落ち着いてゆっくりでいいから事情を話してもらえるかい？
Oh.
よしゃ
Uh-oh. Oh, yep. Estelle, Chloe, they're like, what?
あらま。
結社の連中に兄貴た
Okay.
ちが捕まったんだ。僕を逃がすためにみんなでおとりになって。ねえヨシュア、僕どうしたらいいの？
Alright, just set. Come on now. Stop.
ごめん、驚かせちゃったみたいだね。もう落ち着いたから大丈夫だよ。
まったくもういろいろな意味で驚いたわよ。
Eyes on you.
それでジョゼット、
I can see her just going like that. I'm watching.
他の人たちが捕まった時の状況を。
僕たちここに墜落してからすぐに山猫号の修理を始めたんだ。エンジンはなんとか無事だったけど、それ以外の装置は壊れちゃってさ、修理に使えそうな材料がないか。
俺らとほぼ同じ状況やね。
3日後くらいかな。
Dang, they've been here for days.
足りなかった材料も揃って本格的に修理しようとした矢先に、タコみたいな人形兵器が現れてさ、僕がそいつを撃った後で赤い飛行艇が飛んできたんだ。着陸するなり例の両兵たちがわらわら降りてきちゃって。
哨戒行動中のボーグルを倒してしまったのか。多分破壊された時に発せられる緊急信号が。
やっぱりそうなんだ。どうしよう、僕が余計なことをしたせいで。
ジョゼット。
もうそんな顔すんじゃないわよ。
Stop looking sad.
捕まってるんだったら助ければいいだけじゃない。いくら犯罪者といえど不当に監禁されているんだったら遊撃士の保護の対象だわ。どうせ結社とは決着をつけなくちゃいけないんだし。
We have biscuits to grind?
あんたのお兄さんたちもついでに助けてあげるわよ。
Okay, we'll grind some biscuits, I guess.
エステル。
ちょっと待ちなよ。どうして僕たちが遊撃士なんかに助けられないといけないのさ。
Oh, okay, sure. You can ask everyone else who's here for help.
へえ、なんかにね。だったらあんた自分一人で助けられるわけ？それにあんたたちにはグロリアスを脱出するときに助けてもらっちゃったし、ここらで借りは勝手に返させてもらうからね。
Oh yeah.
ジョゼット、エステルの言う通りだよ。君が一人でここにいたって何の解決にもならないはずだ。それはわかるよね。よかったらしばらくの間アルセイユで待っているといい。多分キールさんたちはグロリアスに捕まっているはずだ。
So we will have to go back on there.
このまま探索を続ければ停泊場所へのルートが見つかるかもしれない。その時は必ず君に伝えるから。
わかった。ヨシュアがそう言うなら。でもただ世話になるのはカップア一家の直れだからね。探索だろうが船の修理だろうがきっちりと協力させてもらうよ。
So she could be a team member.
はいはい。ほんと素直じゃないんだから。
At least I am impressive.
どこかのお人よしみたいに単純にできてないもんでね。
なんですって。
まったくもう何が原因か知らないけど
You
少しは仲良くできないのかな。
So Joshua is an idiot main character. He's like, I don't get what's going on here, guys.
あのね、ヨシュア。
あんたがそれを言う？
He just said that. You an idiot.
あかん。踏んでしもうたか。
Hey, I'm glad Kevin's here.
鈍感。
Yep.
ねえ、ジョゼット、ここは一時休戦にしない？
そうだね。どうやら当面の敵はお互いじゃなさそうだし。
Idiot.
打ち解けられたのはいいんだけど何かまずいことを言ったかな。
Yeah.
ちっとも。
Oh, don't trust that smile.
気のせいじゃないの？
Oh, don't trust that one.
そう目が笑ってないんですけど。
That's because your instincts are keen, brother. Oh, please form your party. Okay, so I kind of had this thought. What if we just have the harem mode? Kevin, you've been really fun, and you're definitely lovely to have, but I have to see what happens when you have harem mode going.
さてと、それじゃあ探索を再開しますか。そうだ、ジョゼット、この辺りに他の場所に通じている出口はあるのかな？
それが見つかってないんだよね。隣の街区に渡るための橋も完全に落ちちゃってるし。
困ったわね。
So the bridges to other places collapsed, but it was done before.
とにかくもう一度街の中を一通り調べてみよう。ひょっとしたら何か手がかりがあるかもしれない。
Oh yeah, dude. Big talk coming from you about getting a clue.
ごめんなさい。
You're like, I don't know why, but I'm sorry.
あれ？なんで謝るの？
Oh no, they're back.
心当たりがないなら堂々としてれば？ さすがにかわいそうかしら。
Okay, this was the best decision. Yes, harem mode. Oh, Joshua, you poor fool. Oh, that's so good. All right, but I do think we should end it here for today. A lot happened. I feel like it's a good place for us to stop. I don't think we're at the end of this part, but maybe this is the point where we can go back and like check in and see things updating on the Ariselle or not. But at the very least, I'm gonna finish exploring this area. See if we can connect back, and then if we can connect back to like the sky rail, that'll be my clue to be like, yeah, go back and we'll check it out there. But yeah, that'll leave us stuff to do next time. I got all these houses to explore, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for joining us today, especially for being here for part of this adventure. That was so fun. I'll explore next week also. I'll make sure that Josette's got equipment and all that stuff. Another reason why it might be good to go back to the Ariselle is I can unequip Kevin and make sure that we're topped up with everything that we need, but overall, this is just fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with all this, and I think this might be my dream team as far as content goes. I mean, I want to explore the Ariselle with everybody, and Kevin's a really high priority person. It'd be really fun to have his insight while we're exploring, but come on. The super harem, I mean, it's so good. Man, Joshua, you're both one of the luckiest and most unlucky people in the world. Oh, so good. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've been very excited for next week, so thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you are looking forward to it as well. Like I said, probably several parts of exploration. Based on the size of the maps and everything that we're looking at, it's definitely going to be at least a 3-parter. Like 3 more parts, I think. That's just my guess, though. But thank you to the patrons and members who support this channel. Again, I would never have tried this series if it wasn't for the nudging that came from the patrons, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Life-changing series so far. I'm so excited to be able to see how it goes. And I want to play the rest of them too, like to whatever end. So thank you so much, and yeah, I keep saying thank you, but I really mean it. Like, my heart's just full of gratitude, and I hope you realize that it's because mostly of all of your wonderful just interaction and encouragement. So thank you. But until the next time, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But until the next video, watch me. If you see me in next, I'll see you there.